Hey guys, it's Eric with Low VA Rates. Today we're going to talk about whether or not you should buy a home without a realtor. I say realtor because one of you guys keeps calling me out on YouTube for saying realtor. Realtor, realtor, agent, you guys get the point. So while it is possible to buy a home without hiring a real estate agent, it is usually not a great idea. And in today's Red Friday video, we will share 3 big reasons why you'll want to hire one. Now, like I said, it's Red Friday. So that is why I'm wearing red, and I'm going to challenge you, invite you, ask you to also wear red every single Friday if you support, love, and honor our military here in the great country of the USA. I'm always proud to wear red every single Friday. Speaking of red, down there in the bottom right corner of your screen, device, whatever you're looking at, hopefully you will subscribe to our channel, whichever one that you're on, and follow us so that you can get these videos every single time they come out in real time. Now, the first reason you do not want to buy a home without a buyer's agent is that they have access to information you do not, okay? Info. Okay, info is very, very powerful. Your agent's going to have access to information that you don't on your own. Now, while it's true that you can find available homes using different websites or apps like Zillow, what you might not realize is that those listings normally do not tell the entire story. For starters, realtors and real estate agents have direct access to the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, okay? Just going to put over here MLS, maybe you've heard of that. This is a database of all available listings. And even if they do pull their info from the MLS, it can sometimes take a while, as much as 48 hours for that data to show up on sites like Zillow or Redfin or whatever. That means you might not see a home listed on an app until perhaps 2 or more days after it was actually available. And at that point, it might be too late. We're in a very competitive market right now. And sometimes days or even hours can make all the difference in landing you the home of your dreams. I'm just going to put speed, right? That kind of goes hand in hand with MLS. But when you're working with a realtor, there's a lot faster opportunity to find that home you want. Also, these real estate listings sites that I've mentioned often don't share all of the important information that you could go find on the MLS. Commonly, missing information that you might not see will be things like showing instructions. Can you just walk up to the house and walk through, or do you need to get access codes if the home is in a gated community? Things like the seller's contact information might be missing. Now, finally, I also want to make sure you understand that working with a real estate agent, they have a personal network of other real estate professionals. They've got past clients, they've got business contacts, and this is all part of this info that you're going to be able to access when you're working with a realtor. This network that I'm referring to, this network of people and information, allows them to hear about off-market listings. Matter of fact, 7-8 years ago, my family purchased an off-market listing that was for sale by owner. Wasn't on the MLS, okay? Wasn't on sites like Zillow or everything else. There was a sign in a yard, and this network that I'm referring to, the agent that we were working with helped us find literally our dream spot to buy a house because we were working with a realtor. Now, not every single home that's for sale gets listed on the MLS, like I just mentioned. So while you, on your own, might not be able to find them, an agent might hear about it through the grapevine. An agent might have, been golfing earlier that day and got a list of information from one of their coworkers or someone they work with. Information is powerful. You're not going to have access to this on your own. Let me go into the second reason why I don't think you should work as a buyer without a realtor in your corner. You don't have to pay for their help. We all like free stuff, right? Free, no money. It doesn't cost you anything as a buyer. Right before we started filming this morning, I was texting with a realtor that I know who's helping me look for a property. I'm a mortgage guy. I'm not preaching anything that I don't practice. I am not worried about the large fee he may make. Jonas, you're a good man. He's my agent. I hope he makes a lot of money if and when he finds me the right house for the right price. The seller is going to be the one paying him for helping them sell the house, even though he's representing me as the buyer. Okay? Real estate agents make a commission. That commission, like I said, is paid by the seller, not the buyer. And it's generally speaking a percentage of what the home sells for. Yes, the seller's agent who listed the home for sale and the buyer's agent, like I just mentioned, my agent, will share that commission. But it is the seller that's paying both agents if there happens to be two. It is not you, the buyer. So if you're hesitant or you're nervous about hiring a realtor because you're worried about the cost, get that out of your head. You will not pay the cost. And in my opinion, you'd be very crazy to turn down something free on such a large transaction. Multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars going to buying a home. You should get expert help. Now, finally, the third reason why it really doesn't make sense to buy a home without a realtor, is because it's a complicated transaction. Okay? It's complicated. It's large. Yeah, there's software out there. There are websites out there. There are technologies that are suggesting we can help you buy a house very simply without agents and without commissions. Go try it. Actually, don't try it. Let one of your enemies try it because they will be very unhappy with the experience from everything we've heard. This is not something that you should gamble with. Messing up a home purchase could easily mean paying thousands of extra dollars. And since the purchase process can be complicated, there are lots of places where mistakes could be made. For example, one area is the actual purchase contract itself. The contract, it's a legal document, and you want it written in a way that's going to protect you, not just the seller. These protections include things like contingency clauses, appraisal contingencies, and inspection contingencies. Then there's also details regarding your earnest money, such as how much you're going to put down, when it's due, at what point in the process it becomes hard or non-refundable. You do not want to mess with this on your own. And if someone says, yeah, but I'm just going to use the seller's agent and I'm going to represent myself, again, the seller's agent has their seller and their best interest at hand, not yours as the buyer. So these are just some things that I've named. There are tons of additional things that you might find in a purchase contract that indicate this is a complicated situation. Another area that it's easy to make mistakes is in deciding how much to even offer on a home. Again, I mentioned my buddy Jonas, who's been helping me look at homes recently. Well, one of the ones that I had my eye on not too long ago was listed at $300,000 or $400,000 higher than what an appraisal would ever even support. I would not have known this without his expertise. Certainly, I would have gone and ordered an appraisal at some point, but then I would have been out, $8,000, $9,000, $1,000 for the cost of an appraisal, where this realtor buddy of mine already knew this because of his expertise. He had my best interest and saved me wasted time and at least $1,000 on an appraisal. Okay, just another real life example that I'm dealing with right now. Other things that might be affected that you might not have enough information on without the expert advice of a realtor is, what about the neighborhood? What's the neighborhood like? Recent comparable home sales in the area. How long has the home been listed for sale? And if it's been on the market for a long time, like the one that I was just referring to, it's been on the market for like 5-6 months. And in this particular area of Utah, 5-6 days, homes are flying off the market. Obviously, this particular seller wants way too much for his home. And the list goes on and on and on. But without this information, you could end up making an offer that's either way too low, which is a waste of your time, or way too high, which could be a waste of your money if that deal is accepted and you took it. So neither of those, wasting time or money, is ideal. Since lower offers means that you'll probably lose out, and higher offers means you're going to lose lots of dollars. Don't make either mistake. Basically, unless you know the ins and outs of the process, including all of the legal stuff, It'll be much easier and way less stressful if you work with a realtor, especially since you aren't the one paying them, like I've mentioned over and over again. Right here, number 2 is where that is. This is where we like to make it a very simple decision. Why not take expert advice for free? So in addition to these 3 reasons I just covered, there are way more about why it's a good idea to hire a realtor. But these are, in my opinion, the 3 most important ones. And I hope they've helped you get a better understanding of why you should use a realtor when you're buying a home. So goodbye for now. You better be here next week, hopefully wearing red, where we will have another very important topic on our Red Friday video. Thank you for watching.